Hello.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Am I audible? Thank you. Welcome everyone. Welcome to PRISm 2025 as participants. And we're very happy to have you on board and to have you today during this orientation session. Uh, Let me share my screen. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So first and foremost, let me introduce you to the orchestration team of PRISM 2025. I am Dr. Rumana Pathan. I am a PhD from Center of Educational Technology, IIT Bombay, and I'll be leading the program this year. And I'm very happy to introduce our teaching assistants, that is Amrit and Alicia. Amrit and Alicia, can you switch on your camera, switch on your mics, and say hi and introduce yourself?
Hi. So I'm Amrit. I'm
Yeah,
second year
Amrit, you can go
PhD
first.
scholar. Yeah, I'm Amrit and
You
I'm
are on
second year
mute.
PhD scholar. Oh, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, I'm Amrit and I'm second year PhD scholar at Center for Educational Technology, IIT Bombay.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I am Alicia and I am also a second year PhD scholar at Center for Education Technology, IIT Bombay.
Thank you, Amrit and Alicia. Amrit and Alicia will be your teaching assistants. This year, we also have a communication manager who will help you communicate with us, the research buddies, and overall queries. Dr. Sadia Banu. Sadia, are you there?
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sadia Banu. I'm your communication manager for this year.
Thanks, Sadia. And on board, we have previous year's DTR consultants, that is Nandan and Spruha, who will be joining us as consultants this year. So, Nandan and Spruha, if you're available, switch on your cameras and mics and say hi.
Hi everyone, I am Nandan PA. I am a PhD student in Center for Education Technology. I had the opportunity to coordinate the last two batches along with Spruha. So this time I will be a consultant to the orchestration team. Thanks for joining everyone.
Thank you, Nandan.
Hi everyone, I'm Spruha Satawekar. I am PhD scholar at Center for Educational Technology, IIT Bombay. And along with Nandan, I had a lot of interesting experiences from the last year of coordinating DTR. So now in PRISM. So I look forward to all of your presence in PRISM this year.
Yeah, thank you, Nandan and Spruha. We also look forward to having you on board, and we hope your experiences will enrich this year's program too. Okay, so as you all are aware, because many of you had to newly join EdTech Society in order to apply for this program, EdTech Society is a professional non-profit association that was started in India by individuals who wanted to improve the instruction and learning through use of EdTech technologies. So, the society consists of researchers, developers, practitioners in the field of educational technology. And the goal of this society is to create a forum, a public forum, where we link research and best practices. And we engage professionals in India, and we also enhance the awareness that is there internationally about the educational technology research going on in India. And as part of EdTech Society, we also conduct several activities. Many of you must have attended yesterday's masterclass. This was one example. There are several other events and talks and discussion forums, discussions that EdTech Society organizes all through year round. So, yeah, do join us for the various events that you'll be receiving notifications for. These are the different social media handles we have. We are there on LinkedIn. You can connect with us on WhatsApp. If you're not there on WhatsApp, in our WhatsApp group yet, you can scan the QR code, and this is our YouTube channel. I'll forward for now. Later, if you want the WhatsApp link, we'll share it on the chat. Okay, so now why PRISm 2025? So every year, Ethics Society hosts an international conference called as T4E, and this year T4 is going to happen will be hosted by IIT Madras. The dates are yet to be announced, but it is most likely to be in the first or second week of December this year. T4E stands for Technology for, of, in, across education, and the goal of PRISM 2025 is to be able to convert your research idea into a full publication and to publish it in this conference, preferably. This conference only, actually. Yeah. And now let me invite Amrit to talk about our department, Center of Educational Technology.
So as you might know that this program is supported by Center for Educational Technology at IIT Bombay. So it started as a interdisciplinary program in 2010, and currently we have five core faculties which expertise in different areas such as learning sciences, human-computer interaction, learning analytics, and discipline-based education research such as computer science education research and engineering education, maths education, physics education. And we also have visiting and adjunct faculties from various departments such as IDC, School of Design, HSS, Humanities and Social Sciences. We also have two postdoc researchers currently working on two different areas, one of which is related to inclusive education, and the other one is evaluation program under Tulna, if you might have heard of it. And we offer two programs currently. One is a PhD program, and currently we have almost 50 ongoing PhD research scholars working on different thrust areas of the department. And we also started MTech program in 2019, and currently we have 18 MTech students enrolled. So I'll now briefly, Alicia will talk about what we do as a department. Alicia, you can go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Hi, everyone. So, let me take you through what we do as a department, broadly classified under these three genres. So, our research areas are mainly classified into these four thrust areas. We call it T lead, TUET, EDA, and Emerge. So, T lead focuses on developing learners interdisciplinary disciplinary practices like their design thinking, problem solving, research, development, and outreach of innovations to empower teachers in effective use of technology for education. EDA, that's a branch which uses multimodal data like mouse clicks, eye gaze information, etc., to understand learning processes and learners' behavior. And we also have Emerge, which identifies potential benefits of emerging technologies in the teaching learning process. And accordingly, it helps teachers to design appropriate activities using these technologies. Under development, we do a lot of work in terms of MOOCs. We also do conduct a lot of technologically enhanced learning environments that our scholars have designed, and we also have a lot of tools that helps making the teaching learning process better. We also have a lot of outreach programs which focus on faculty development. We conduct workshops and hackathons, and we also have an initiative called OTeach, which is a web-based resource repository to help instructors move to online teaching. So this is something that you can find on our department website. So as you can see, a lot of this resonates with the entire goal of making teaching learning process better. Thank you.
Thank you, Anisha. Yeah. So let me talk a bit about the learner demographics this year. This year, we received close to 50 learner applications, and most of the learners, as you can see, are academic faculty, followed by industry and corporate learning development and research scholars. We did accept a few applications from students and interns, which is new because we are looking for teachers and PhD scholars. But we found their research ideas motivating, so we thought of including them as well. And we have some other roles from education content, training, instruction design, and freelance. So this is the overall learner demographics this year. Now, we want you to do a small activity. We want you to tell us what are your expectations from this program. We know that you've already filled this in the Google form, but we want you to write a few maybe words or a line using this QR code. So you can scan the QR code, and you'll be led to this Menti activity. If you're not able to scan the QR code, you can go to menti.com and use this code and answer the question. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating. Okay. So this is the word cloud that is generated based on your response. Let's see what the word cloud tells us about your expectation. So many of you say that you want to learn and you need guidance. People have mentioned pedagogy, growth, research, understand to research, research methodology, learn to write research, methodologies. So many of you want to learn about research and the methodologies. And few of you have written how papers work, and research paper writing, research direction, need to build a career, pursue research, collaboration, literature review, teach to analyze students, tech to analyze students, sorry, and using learning analytics, enhance our product. Okay, so there are a variety of expectations from this program. So let me clear a few. Okay, so let me tell you what you can expect from this program. So many of you have written that you will learn about EdTech research methods, and you're right. You will definitely learn about the basics of research methods. You'll also delve into some specific research methods. And this year we have introduced another module called as Researchers Toolbox, where we'll be teaching you qualitative as well as quantitative methods to analyze your data. I see a few people mentioned about learning analytics. Unfortunately, we don't have it in our course module, but if many of you are interested, maybe in future we can have a learning analytics session where we'll talk about few methods from LA that you can use to analyze your data. And yes, you're right, you'll be able to apply the learned methods to conduct practice-oriented research, which will be relevant on your local sample and the educational problem that interests you. And again, many of you mentioned that you are looking for collaboration and guidance. So yes, I think this is a very important highlight in our program, wherein we'll be pairing you up with research buddies, where you will be engaging with them and other peers and developing your research ideas. So this is a big collaboration activity together, and you won't be working in isolation. That we can ensure. And
I'm sorry for interrupting in between.
Yes.
This is Sugandha.
Yes.
Ma'am, are we talking about the rubrics as well into this?
Sorry.
Are we talking about or learning something about the rubrics also? Because that evaluation part is which we really miss in learning all this process. So if we can add up, if it is not into the plan, if
Evaluating
we can add
student.
up about implementation of the rubric.
Okay, okay.
No, it's not about evaluating students. It's about evaluation of anything what we are implementing.
Okay, so
I think my content has not been
yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah. So
I
as
was
far
a little
as
bit.
okay, as far as I'm able to understand your question, I think you mean evaluate data that is being generated by in the study. Do you mean so when you say evaluation and rubric, what is the data that you're talking about? Can you clarify that a bit?
For example, ma'am, let's say if you studied about evaluation of the student, I'm talking about evaluation of the content also. The
Okay,
syllabus designing what we do,
okay.
right? When I'm designing a course, there has to be like, for example, if it comes to me for a review, if I submit to somebody else to the review for the review, then the rubrics we shall be able to define that what all. I'm not talking about the rubrics in terms of
I
marks
got
only.
your question. I got your
You
question.
get it?
So,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. No, Sugandha, we won't be covering evaluation of curriculum or design of syllabus in this course at all. But if it is something that interests you, if it is a research idea that you want to carry on and want to build on it, maybe we can pair you up with a research buddy who is also interested in a similar or who has expertise in this field, and we can make sure that you work on a research idea that is aligned to this so that
I'll be thankful for this, ma'am. But in this, my question was designing of a rubrics.
no. We may not teach you exactly how to design a rubric here, but yeah, we may not cover that part. Okay.
Not an issue. Okay.
Okay, okay, thank you. For the sake of time, we'll be taking questions towards the end. Please hold on to your questions so that we can answer it all together. You can start typing the questions in the chat if you want to. Yeah. Now, what you should not expect from this program. So, this program is not a core science or engineering research program. So, this is only to teach you about educational research, and it is not designed to teach you how to do research in your core scientific and engineering domains. Secondly, it's not a theoretical research program. So this program will be emphasizing on practical applied research, which is aimed to solve real educational problems. And yeah, this is not intended for purely theoretical studies without direct application to educational practice. Okay, I'll ask Amrit to explain you the program content.
Yeah, yeah. We have seen like what our our expectations from our end to yours. Now I will talk about. I'll give you a brief overview of what the program is about, and so as you might know that it involves three stages. So the first is the learning part, which is quite a major chunk, and it contains three modules, which will be there on the Moodle. We'll shortly discuss about the Moodle itself as well. So these modules will help you basically to develop a foundation in research methodology specific to educational technology research. And we will also explore quantitative and qualitative approaches to analyze the data in these modules. Ramana, can you go next? Yeah, and the second module will be about you doing research and you collecting data in your institutions or the institutions that you belong to. And this will be basically you designing and implementing a research study and basically having defined research questions and to see what data to collect, what constructs do you want to involve in your research, and how what are the most appropriate methods to generate findings and analyze the data and give it back to the research community. And the third and the final stage will be writing papers. So basically, this is what the first two stages of the program will get you to. And here you will be focusing on writing a conference paper, as we talked about for T4E. Uh, and here we will help you in kind of organizing your findings, how to write systematically, and what is the language of the research community that you are submitting to, how to structure your arguments, and all that stuff. And then you will be submitting your manuscript to the conference. So getting into the learning modules. So these modules are divided into three sub-modules. First will introduce you to research methods foundations. And here what we'll do is we'll get into the fundamentals of research papers and also see what are research papers, what are not research papers. And we'll also analyze some papers, some strong and weak papers using examples, different examples, some from IIT Bombay, CET studies, some from previous T4E submissions and stuff. You'll also get to learn to do literature review and also develop a research idea that you will be exploring in the next two stages going forward. And here we will also help you to evaluate and improve your research idea. And yeah, and the second one will be you delving deeper into the research method. So here we'll get into study designs, like different study designs, for example, quasi experimental study designs, and see what are the most appropriate designs for your research idea, and getting the research questions out of them and how to answer those research questions through the very specific methods that you'll follow. And then you'll also plan a research study and develop a structured approach to writing and submitting. And the third one is researcher's toolbox. So here you'll get into the nitty-gritties of the quantitative analysis and qualitative analysis methods. Quantitative analysis methods like different statistical tests, ANOVA, ANCOVA, and all that. And qualitative methods may you'll have thematic analysis, content analysis, and these different methods, which will have live session interactions. And these will help you to analyze the data that you will collect going forward in the data collection and study design phase. And yeah, Romana, you can. Yeah, so in the second stage, which is you doing data collection and conducting a study. So first you will have a formulated research question. Then on the basis of that, you will develop a structured research plan, which will help you to investigate those questions properly and appropriately. Second, you'll will help you to find suitable data collection methods, like for example, surveys, whether you should conduct interviews, whether you should make field observations, and how to ensure the safety and privacy of the data that you've collected. And the third is in this is to examine the data that you've generated in the through the approaches that we have discussed earlier, the different quantitative and qualitative approaches, and get the findings which are relevant in answering your research questions that you have defined earlier. And then we will also get back to the literature and compare where your findings actually fit in the existing literature and accordingly position the results. Yeah. Alicia, you can maybe talk
Yes.
about.
Thank you. So the third and the final stage is the paper writing stage, and as you can understand, it is the stage where you will your outcome we'll be focusing on. So it's very critical. Here what we will do is we will try to help you through. So this is a stage for which you will be working throughout the course in smaller chunks, and at the end we will organize the entire work that you have done so far into a very structured framework. We will also ensure that you, along with the help of your research buddy, will be able to strengthen your arguments using literature and any possible evidences that you could find. The intention is that you are able to create a very and present a very clear narrative of what your study was, how you derived with the RQs, and ultimately how you reached your data collection methods, findings, and conclusions. And lastly, you will be completing and revising multiple times, proofreading, and ultimately submitting a paper for the conference. Next slide, please. So, as Romana already introduced you to the idea of research buddies, we will be bringing in these people who will be helping you as co-learners or collaborators, and they will assist you with your brainstorming process, help you in creating a more refined study design, help you analyze your data better, and ultimately in writing. So we have these people who are who can be either PhD students or alumni of our institute, of our department. We can also have some participant who can become your research buddy, who was a published author in the previous work from the previous workshops for T4E in either 2023 or 2024. We could also have some research buddies from last year's workshop, and there is a special addition this time that we may have some community members who have a very substantial amount of PhD or research experience, although they have not been a part of p- our initiatives so far, but they have a profile where they could be helpful for your learning process. Next slide, Rumar. Please. Yeah, thank you. And just giving you a brief idea about our research buddies, how they are spanned across different domains. So this time we have about 28 buddies who are from academic. They are professors and faculties. We have 4 learning and ET experts. We have 6 researchers and scientists. We have 4 experts from the industry and corporate disciplines, and lastly we have research scholars and PhD candidates from our department. As mentioned, we have about 10 of them. Thank you so much. Over to you, Romana.
Thank you, Alicia. You've the medium of instruction here will be through Moodle. So we'll be adding you to the Moodle course. Amit will give you instructions as to how to register for Moodle and how to access the information. We'll also be sending you an email. So what we'll be doing is we'll be giving you asynchronous learning material, and weekly once we'll be having live sessions with all the members. We have decided that every week on Sunday 6 to 7 p.m. We will host a live session where we'll be working on your doubts and your concerns. Apart from this, we have various discussion forums, one generic and some specific discussion forum activities that we'll be posting on Moodle. And we'll be also sending you announcements on Moodle as well as the WhatsApp group. So if you're not on WhatsApp group, I would recommend you to sign the consent form and join the WhatsApp group. Sadia will be talking about that later. And yes, we'll be using Moodle for reflections and collaborations. And once you are mapped with your respective research buddy, you can have any mode of collaboration with your research buddy and learning buddy. Yeah, so let me talk briefly about the pedagogy. The pedagogy that we'll be using in this to deliver our asynchronous material is called as LCM model. So LCM stands for learner-centric method. So this is a pedagogy where there will be several elements. There will be learning dialogues where there will be experts will be talking about the content, and there will be several reflection spots in the learning dialogues. Other than this, we'll have LBDs, which stands for Learning by Doing Activities, where we have designed activities for you, which you will do and learn the concepts better. Here, we'll give you one-to-one feedback and will help you get there. Next, we have LXIs, which are learning experience interactions. So you can consider the weekly sessions that we have as your LXIs. And further, for motivated learners, we have learning extension trajectories where we'll be providing you with external resources other than the content for you to understand the subject and content better. So this will be the pedagogy that we'll be implementing. Now, let's discuss the timeline a bit. So, we'll be releasing module 1 tomorrow onwards, where you'll be learning about research methods. The first live doubt solving session will be on 16th March, as I mentioned, on Sunday, 6 to 7 p.m. And the first assignment that you'll be doing, that is, you'll be writing your idea proposal part 1. So we'll give you 10 days to submit each assignment. Similarly, you will also be learning module 2 in the next week, and there's an assignment which is due on 27th March, and module 3. In module 3, what is different is in module 1 and 2, we have lectures recorded, but for module 3, that is the qualitative and quantitative analytics part, we have live lectures for this, wherein we'll be calling the experts and we'll be hosting a live session. So this session will also be recorded for your reference and posted. So we encourage you to join this session live so that you can ask your questions there. And followed by this, we'll be allotting you a research buddy on 6th of April. We'll be having a meeting on 6th of April. And then in this week, you have 2 assignments, both due on 16 April. So since there is no other learning material in this week, we give you 5 each days to complete these 2 assignments. So there are altogether 5 assignments here. And then in April, you can continue scheduling group meetings with your respective research buddies. And after discussing with them, you can submit a revised version of your idea proposal, part 1 to 3, and the study plan, both the parts, that is all 5 assignments by 26 April. From 28 April to 28 May, we'll be executing the study and writing papers, and in between, we'll be having several progress checks. These are Sundays in May, 6 to 7 p.m. So these meetings will be held with coordinators and research buddies. And yeah, after writing the paper, we'll revise our paper, and the paper submission deadlines are not yet announced. As soon as they're announced, we'll be informing the group about it. And yeah, but it will be very close to May. It will be around June-ish or July-ish. So you can consider this as a tight deadline. So please try to complete all your work before the deadlines. That will help you write a good paper and get good feedback, so which increases your chances of acceptance. Yeah, Amrit will talk about the next steps.
Yeah. So immediate next steps are
Amrit,
first.
you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. So the immediate next steps are getting you to register on Moodle. So we have a specific Moodle platform for EdTech Society. And there first you'll have to go to this link and register. We will also be sending, I think, the email to you by the end of the day, including all these details on how to register on this platform. So basically, you'll have to go to the link and fill in the required details. After filling in the required details, you'll create a new account, and you'll get an email to the one that you have submitted while filling the details. And you'll just have to confirm that by going to the clicking to the link which will be provided to you in the mail. and then you'll be registered in the Moodle, and then we'll add you into the course, and you'll be able to see all the modules which we'll be releasing. So yeah, communication guidelines. Dr. Sadia will discuss these to you.
Hello. So basically, all the communication for PRISM 2025 will be ongoing on WhatsApp and Moodle. Regarding the WhatsApp protocols, there should be no. Everyone should maintain a respectful and professional tone in all messages. There will be no spam or promotion or inappropriate content should be shared. And regarding the communication protocol, all queries will be directed towards me as a communication manager. I will assist and escalate your queries to the team member. So refrain yourself from individually messaging the orchestration team members. And regarding the communication time, I will be available from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. for your queries. And any urgent matters within after 10 p.m. I will make sure to address as soon as possible. But if it's not urgent, please make sure to not message me after 10 p.m. or before 8 a.m. And regarding the privacy, please do not share, misuse, or forward other person's contact information. And you can always opt to leave the WhatsApp group, but if you want to stay in the group, please
I think Sadia, we lost your voice.
oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, okay. Is there anything else you want to share, Sadia?
No, that is all. The,
Okay, okay. Thank you. So there's a query from many of you that you were wrongly added to a group for PRISM 2024 authors. So there was some mistake. We don't know how this technical glitch happened. If you are in that group, please exit that group. We'll be adding you to the right group, that is PRISM 2025 participants. And you can message Sadia to get you added to this group. Okay. So, yeah, so this will be, yeah, Amrit, yeah, please.
Yeah. These are the immediate next things. So as you know, the module starts from tomorrow. And the first module, which is about introduction to research methods. So basically, it will have two LEDs, which will be about discussing what is a research paper and what is not a research paper. And then we'll have a learning by doing activity where you will be analyzing strong and weak research papers. We'll share those papers with you, and then you'll get the feedback on your submissions and as a part of your LBD. And the second LBD will be you assessing your own research idea. So we'll be sharing a checklist with you to help you in self-assessing your own research idea. And then we have two optional watches, which is like how to read a research paper, which is also an important skill to have. And the second is tips on how to do literature's review, which you will be doing, which you will be needing anyway for the paper writing and before study design as well. So, and the first major assignment of this module is the idea proposal. So here is where you'll be kind of concretizing your idea, and this is the idea that you will be carrying forward with minor changes. And yeah, so this is the module one, and it starts from tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Amrit. With this, we come towards the end of the orientation presentation. Um, uh, I hope this was not an information overload to you. This may seem like a lot on your plate, but we ensure you that we have chunked it into bite-sized pieces, and you'll be able to handle the content along with your commitments, professional commitments, and family commitments that you have. And if you're not able to, please reach out to us for any query or anything. We'll be always pro to support you. And yeah, with this, we are open to questions. So we can all raise our hands down, and we can then raise if you have a question. I'll stop sharing my screen. Yeah, Sugandha says thanks a lot for the clear vision of the course. Yeah, thank you, Sugandha. If you have any questions, you can post them now.
Hi, this is Lakshmi here. I have a quick question.
Hi, Lakshmi.
Is there a broad category that you would like to limit in terms of what should be the ideal topic where we want to do this research and explore this?
Uh, we don't want to limit you, but we want to tell you that this is mostly to address a teaching learning problem. If your research problem has a teaching learning element in it, wherein uh, I think you're welcome. Can you specify a bit more about your research idea and where this question is coming from?
I just want to understand the overall scope of this. So you have
Okay.
answered me.
Okay, okay.
Thank
So
you.
if it is completely out of scope, we'll definitely support you to pursue your research idea, and we have a huge platter of research buddies who will be able to definitely help you with your research idea. But if it is not falling in the scope, we'll inform you in the beginning stages itself. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Yeah. You can see there are some questions in the chat. No question. It's clear. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Kiranmai. Pushpa.
Ma'am,
Yes, Sugandha. Yes. Yes.
I hope you are sharing the timeline slide in the group.
Yeah, yeah. So first of
Possible?
all,
Okay.
please don't call me ma'am. I'm just Romana. And Sugandha, yes, we'll be sharing the timeline with you. We'll be also updating our webpage with all the information. And also maybe we have also recorded this entire session and we'll be giving you the link to this session as well. And the PPT also, if that's useful for you. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, Romana.
Thank you. Pushpa says, can we do a joint project with another participant or is it supposed to be individual? So initially during your learning phase, you will also come across an activity where you have to post your research ideas on discussion forum and your peers will be coming and giving you feedback on it. So in that process, if you're able to find someone with a similar idea, or even if it's not similar, you're drawn towards the idea, we can initiate a collaboration or talks between you to see if there are any potential collaborations. If we have collaborations, we also have very clear guidelines for who will be the author, co-author, and what do you need to do in order to collaborate. So we will be ensuring that both are on board. So this is very much possible. Spruha, do you want to add something more to this aspect?
Yeah, well, what we preferred last year was to do start with pairing up research buddy and you, if you have a research idea of your own. And in from the beginning, you begin with some research idea. In case in the middle, if you find that there is some reason for collaborate, we'll definitely address your query of pairing you up with somebody who's also feeling the same. So it's a little bit conditional, but it will be possible.
Okay. Thank you, Spruha.
Thank
Yeah. Next, we have Felix who is asking, please share WhatsApp group link at present. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, we don't know. It was a completely technical glitch. We are not able to track what went wrong. Thank you, Marina, Leila, and Priya. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah,
Yashasvi, go
yeah.
ahead.
Hi, Romana. Romana, I have a question regarding learning extension trajectories that you mentioned. If you could elaborate on that, like what extension trajectories are we talking about?
Okay.
That would be very helpful.
So there are there are four type of contents. One will be the actual content that you'll be learning. The other will be the assignments and everything that you'll be doing. The third will be the live interaction that we'll be having. And the fourth one is LXT. So LXTs are optional. So we'll be providing you resources which will help you understand the subject better. But these are optional watches. So if you have time, you can watch them or you can skip them as well.
Great, that's really helpful. I also want to point out that I was present, like I did the 24 PRISm as well, but I couldn't, because of my own other professional commitments, I couldn't complete my research paper. So I was, Mr. Debarshi was my research buddy. So is it possible if the previous year's research, if we can carry on and continue with the same research buddy?
I don't think Debarshi has applied to be a research buddy this
Okay.
year, but we can reach out to Debarshi and check if he wants to help you collaborate this year as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I've spoken to him actually, but it would be helpful if the team can reach out as well.
Yeah. Sadia, please make a note to call Debarshi and check.
Yes, I will.
Okay. Any other question? I saw Priya raising hand for a brief moment. Priya, Rajasekhar, any one of you can go ahead first.
Hi, Romana. This is Rajshekhar.
Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to understand how many people applied for this program and how many were selected into the program.
Okay, so most of you who have applied for this program also wrote your research ideas. So everyone who had a preliminary research idea and some idea to analyze it were accepted. So we accepted around 46 entries, and there are a couple of entries that we have kept on hold because this research idea submission is a prerequisite, and we really want to understand what their idea is before admitting them in the course. So yeah, almost all the research ideas had scope in this program, and we were happy to have you all on board. So around 50 learners approximately.
Thank you.
Yes. In addition to learners, we also have learning buddies. So we saw that many learners from DTR 2024 and 2023 were not able to complete their assignments as well as the paper writing process due to some or the other reason. What we have done this year is we have also invited them to PRISm 2025 as learning buddies. So since they are already familiar with the assignments and they've already done that part, the learning module part, they'll be helping do a peer assessment of your work. They'll come and comment on your work, and they'll help you guide to resources if needed. And during the rest of the timeline, that is during study conducting and analysis and paper writing, they'll continue working on their research idea. And yeah, so this is something new we've added this year. Okay, so we have a question from Priya. Can you share the details of research buddy PhD candidate in IIT Bombay, or is it possible? Oh, so Priya, do you want a research buddy from IIT Bombay? Is that what you are asking?
Yes, I am doing some project stops in IIT Bombay. So,
Okay.
what kind of candidates in the IIT Bombay? So,
Okay.
curious to know.
Okay. I think that's possible, but first we need to understand your research idea, and then we'll find you a research buddy who has the closest alignment to your proposal, and we'll definitely try to have your research buddy from the same
Okay.
institute because it's easier to collaborate. I understand.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Any other question that I missed?
I think Marina has raised her hand.
Yeah, Marina. Marina, you're on mute if you're speaking.
Yeah, Roman, I just wanted to know, I think you already answered the question. I just wanted to know if the research buddy is allotted based on the proposal and related to that area. I think it is as per that, right?
Yes. So what we'll do, Marina, towards the end of your learning module is we'll ask you, we'll add the research buddies in our Moodle platform, and we'll ask research buddies to go through all your research ideas from the discussion forum and comment on the ones they have, expertise in or familiarity in. And we also have some information and background about their own research, so we'll be able to also map to your ideas if they are not able to reach to your research idea. So yes, we'll make sure that there is some minimal mapping that we can do, and we'll set up a meeting. And if there are any concerns, we'll take it up then and there.
Okay, thank you, Rumana. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Marina. Can you share the timings for sessions? So, Pooja, all the sessions, all the learning content that is there, it will be on Moodle. It will be recorded, so you can go through it at your own pace. There will be only two live sessions. That is in the fourth week of March, from 24th April, one on 24th March and one on 27th March, that you'll have to attend live. If you're not able to attend live, that is also okay. We'll have the recordings for you. But other than that, we'll be hosting solving sessions almost every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. So that is the only time we'll be doing synchronous learning. Rest, the other thing will happen asynchronously. So it's on you to uh, do the work whenever you have time.
Hi, thank you for that answer. Also, another question. So, you have given 1 month for data collection. Uh, so, in case if things say need time and we need more time, so is would that be an issue if it's a long term? Specifically, since my area of interest is schools, so during the timeline you gave, mostly summer vacations are approaching. So if I have to interact with students specifically, that would be an issue for me. So in that case, since a few things are time sensitive, so can we move around the timeline there?
That's a good point. Last year also many participants raised this issue, and they were not able to collect data because of summer vacation. I think April also you won't be able to collect any data because they'll be having exams. It's only in May that you'll be able to do some data collection. Am I right, Pooja?
So usually in April the session starts. So everything is new. The school is also getting oriented to the new session. So usually they don't allow. Since I've already worked for 2 years in school, that's why I have this idea. So during again May end they have their first unit tests, and then a lot. Especially I'm from Jodhpur, so schools have early vacation because of the hot weather. So by the time 1st May, I think they're either preparing for exams or summer vacations. So again, then it starts in the new session again starts in July, that too towards mid. So it's a long summer vacation.
Yeah, Spruha, do you want to add?
Yes, so thank you for the query, Pooja. What we have observed in this workshop is that there will be participant learners who are from a very broad set of demographics. Some of you would be in school teachers, some of you would be engineering education teachers, and that's why the timeline would be very different for all of you. So what we have done is the learning modules are placed before April. However, from April to the time of T4E submission, you get a lot of time to move around the study duration. And in case you want to cover it before April, as you said, you can begin with that thought and do the initial assignments accordingly. There is a lot about finding out your feasibility and the feasible timeline and feasible sampling. So all those things while doing performing those assignments, you can reflect on these questions and place the study duration according to your convenience. I think that will be possible. That flexibility will be possible. It's all in your hand. It's just that this workshop will help you document each stage.
Yeah, thank you, Spruha. I think that makes sense. Pooja, you can reach out to us once the module starts. and tell us when is a suitable timeline for you, and we'll help you do those assignments in advance, so that you can collect data, at least preliminary data, to start having an idea about what kind of analysis you need and what kind of results you can expect, so that you will be with the group. And towards the end, when you when the students return and whenever you are able to conduct a research study, you can conduct a full-fledged research study, and by the time you'll have a lot of clarity on what kind of analysis and what kind of results you're expecting from your research study. So reach out to us, maybe Amrit or Alicia can help you with that. Yes.
All right. Thank you for that.
Yes. Vidya.
Yes, good evening, everyone. This is
Hi.
Vidya from Shastra Deep to be University from the Department of English. Uh, Actually, my research proposal is somewhat it is on collaborative some kind of collaborative research. It is collaborative research, and my one of my colleague from our university has also joined, and we both plan to do or work on a particular research proposal. So, can we work together as research buddies? That's what I want to ask. Dr. Narain is there, and he has also joined as a learner. And I just want to ask whether we both can work together, because we both are thinking of a collaborative research. He's from the engineering stream, and I'm from the Department of English. So we have a plan to do a collaborative research.
I think that's very much possible. You can have collaborators if you have participants in the same group and from the same institute, and if you want to work on the same research idea, that's very much welcome. But for the sake of learning, you have to do the first module separately.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah.
Assignments we'll submit individually,
And
but
then
research proposal or research activities or final research we both to do together. Is it okay?
yeah, that is very much okay.
Okay, thank you.
That welcome, yeah.
Thank you.
Mr. Rajasekhar, you can see your hand is still raised. Do you have more questions for us?
Sorry, just missed.
Okay, no problem, no problem. Yeah. Okay. Any other question? Anything the orchestration team wants to add? Alicia, Amrit, Spruha.
No, all good from my end. Thank you.
Yeah, all good from my end too.
Spruha, Nandan,
I just
Safia.
wanted to, if there are some people in the code who felt that a lot of the jargon, technical jargon that we used was daunting, do not worry. Some of you may have followed it since you are already familiar with learning modules and learner-centric module. Or those LED and LBD, or those short forms might you already might have used. However, some people who have joined today may not have any context of those. So do not worry. Every individual submission is going to be very much accommodating to participants from various backgrounds and various level of knowledge of LCM module. So do not worry that I didn't understand much about it, but others seem to understand.
Thank you, Spruha, for bringing that up. I think Nandan also wants to say something.
Yeah. I just want to emphasize the unique nature of this program. So this is not just a normal TPD or continuous education programs. So here actually we are trying to build a community of action researchers. And you might have heard about this learning buddy, research buddy, orchestration team. So these are the teachers. They join, and we are actually aiming for an transition of your identity from a teacher into a reflective practitioner, then slowly learning buddy, research buddy, and a whole the full research kind of in a tech. So this is a very unique nature of this program. You are so congratulations. You are entering into a new community of EdTech researchers. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nandan and Spruha. Thank you very much. That's really nice to hear from our last year coordinators and this year's consultants. Thank you so much. We have just one more question from Diksha. We'll address that and we'll close because we're already past 6. So, Diksha, your question is does the research body need to be selected from the participants of DTR program, PRISm program, or they can be from the institute we work or study? So, there are certain eligibility criteria that a research body should meet, must meet. And this year we have restricted research buddies, learners, learning buddies, everyone to be ETSI members, that is EdTech Society members. So if you have someone from your institute who wants to be a research buddy, they need to be on board with us because we also are planning to conduct some orientation sessions for research buddies, and we also will be adding them to the discussion forum where they'll be where they'll be also going through some sort of a training as to how to help you. So if this research buddy is not from the pool that we are giving you, they may face difficulty in guiding you with the guideline that we have, and they also need to have some background in educational technology research. So if you have any research buddy, let us know who it is and if they are ready to join us formally as a research buddy. But if you want some collaborator from your college, they can join you maybe as a co-author, that you can decide. This is again I mean, I'm not confirming this part, but I'm saying that we are open to that as well, but not as a research buddy maybe. They need to join the program, fill the form, and they need to pass our eligibility criteria and receive acceptance. Yeah. Okay, I think it was very nice meeting you, and we have 3-4 months of collaboration that is coming up, and we'll meet again and again. And okay, thank you so much. Welcome aboard. We'll be sending you more details on the WhatsApp group and also your emails. So all the best.
Thank you, Rumana. See you
Yeah,
soon.
see you soon, Lakshmi. Bye. Bye, Diksha. Yeah.
Thank you, Rumana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair enough.